Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over another solo queue video. Just got a casual chalet video, game for you. Not casual, obviously it's ranked, but casual in the sense that I don't like actually go crazy in this game or anything like that. It's kind of like a silent support of the team, I guess. And you're always going to have games like that. You'll notice I was just doing basic setups for upstairs in the beginning, and then I noticed that the wall was reinforced on the wrong side, and I wasted about half of the prep phase just looking between the wall and the dude who did it. Obviously, the reinforcement's not supposed to be there. The reinforcement is supposed to be on the other wall next to it. It's basically just to help protect the person playing in piano once they open the main wall. And it doesn't end up mattering. We end up just slamming them this round. But for future reference, just so you know, when you're standing in the hallway, the wall on the left should be reinforced and the wall on the right should have the head holes on it. Now, I'm setting up different Legion mines to try to help myself hold top mez because default attack for chalet is take upstairs, open the wall, plant half wall, right? So if you think to yourself, how do you stop that from happening? Boom, you hold top mez. If you're holding top mez, they can't open the wall, they can't take piano, and then they can't plant, right? So the legions help me to ignore the whiff here. I literally couldn't even see the ace charge. I don't know why. It like was dark and blended in with the wall, and I just potatoed. It was horrendous. But there is a mute jammer on there, so I shoot the bottom part, so it's not a hoppable breach at least. And as I was saying, the Legion mines help to just cover my gaps, right? I put one blue stairs, so I'll know if somebody's coming blue. I put one main stairs, so I know if somebody's coming main. Things like that. Just to help me hold top mez. And now I want to talk about baiting. It is a 4v3 in this Ash. Halfway through the round is still sitting outside library window, just waiting for somebody to cross. And then when I do cross, because I don't expect her to be there for a minute and a half of the round, she misses. She did nothing to help her team. No ash charges, no ashing below the wall to get the mute so that the ace could have opened the wall. No taking bottom main and trying to clear me off of mez so that the ace can, work K9 better. No, nothing. She doesn't do anything. She sits outside library window and waits for somebody to walk in front of her. That's not how you're going to win games. That might be how you get a high KD, I guess, but you're just baiting. The high KD doesn't always mean you're going to win games if you're getting your KD the same way that the Ash is getting the KD. The point of an entry, Ash player, Twitch, IQ, Damos, if you're playing an entry player, the point is to get into the map and take map control. Because even if you're not killing people, if you're taking map control, your teammates are more confident they can take other map control. It's just slowly condensing onto the bomb site until the defenders have nowhere else to go. Now, fitting with the same theme of what I did in the upstairs, holding mez because that's where the attackers like to push. Downstairs, I'm holding trench because a lot of times for a back take, they need to take boiler, which is where I am, and they need to open the long wall and the boiler wall. Now, that thermite didn't drone. I play mute because first of all, I just love his kit, but second of all, I can use the mute jammers to my advantage where they can't really drone me out. They can't do a lot of things, honestly. There's a lot of abilities that don't work because of mute. Deimos doesn't work. If a blitz is on it, blitz flash doesn't work. Just things like that. And I'll just hold it with a shotgun and hold it close. I also like to hold this pixel with the SMG-11 because you'll see that if people know that I'm boiler, or even if they don't, they'll usually slow peek that corner to try to swing it and hold their own pixel on it. And if I'm already there, if they slow peek it, they're dead. So I get a lot of freebies doing that. And then you'll notice the one weakness to this strat is, as a solo player, I'm not playing Warden, I'm playing Mute. So I don't have a Wamai or a Jaeger helping me out, so I can easily get flashed and naded out. The Dokkaebi flashed me, but it didn't last long enough. I just turned around and one pumped her. Sometimes I'll throw a C4 as they throw the flash because they'll just walk into the C4. But I didn't that time, and it didn't matter. It worked out. So if you're struggling with defenses or struggling with where to play, and you just sit in the bomb site and you're tired of losing, especially as a solo queue player, just think to yourself, as an attacker, what would you do to attack the bomb site? And then do something as a defender to counter it. I've mentioned this in other videos, but basically the basics of Siege is the defense is putting together a puzzle that the attack has to solve. So if you can come up with some kind of weird strat or just holding something to make the attackers think, make them not be able to take certain space, certain points of the map, things like that, that is your puzzle that you're making them solve. And if they can't solve it, you win. That's basically it. If you boiled Siege down to the bare basics. Now I'm playing Legion again. Legion is an amazing solo queue operator because he can just fill a ton of gaps with his Legion mines. Now, my plan is to just play blue here and help contest up or lower. You'll see that somebody died in the bomb site, and I have no idea where he died from. I assumed it was game's window, and I check here and notice that game's window is closed. So I had no idea where this guy was. Hindsight, I should know that obviously he did the those angles right there with a map hole just to hold stock, and I kind of take the Thorn's position. But knowing that he's in basement, I should have just stayed where I was and played blue, because he has a suppressor on his gun, which means that he shot my Legion mine, walked up blue, and shot me in the back. And I really should have just held my position, because they can't take bomb control just through those stock holes, right? They can't get into the bomb site with that. So I should have just stayed blue and just held my angles and contested the basement stairs and stuff like that. I shouldn't have rotated into the bomb site like I did, but hindsight 2020, with the knowledge that I had, not knowing exactly where the opponents were, because I'm solo queuing, so I didn't get any comms or anything, I just made the wrong decision. Happens all the time. GG, go next. It was the off site as well, so it's whatever. Now, on attack, I'm a big Twitch fan. I generally like really high fire rate weapons because it's a one-shot headshot game, so the more bullets you shoot, the higher chance you have of hitting a headshot. So right off the bat, I throw my Twitch run in just to clear whatever util I can early, so that once the util is gone, I can kind of hit a gap late round. You'll notice that there's a Malusi on the top of the stairs, and that's it. There's no barb or anything. So, as of right now, at least. So, I decide, okay, I'm going to continue my plan. I'm going to just take trophy control, lurk around the first floor a little bit, and then end up walking up solar, because that will be the gap eventually. Really good trophy drone spot right there, by the way. But you also notice that Doc went and put barb on the stairs after my Twitch drone got shot. So that's another layer that I'm going to have to worry about. I'm going to have to end up punching the barb. But regardless, I take trophy control. I just see if I can rat up and get any kind of freebies. You'll notice I can't. I hear the Doc above me. He's playing like by the bathroom door. So I punch the barb, again, creating pressure, making it so they have to worry about me, right? There's no longer barb there to prevent my walk up. They have to hold it or listen for the Malusi or whatever. So I back up again, I drone. I see the vigil scanners downstairs. I have no idea where that is, but I notice my teammates holding the west main window, so I just walk up. I trust my teammate to hold it. I walk up, I kill the Malusi. The Malusi was looking at the upper part of the stairs because my teammate on the window was triggering the Malusi gadget. making it go on and off. So she thought that I was in the upper part of the stairs, but in reality, it was my teammate on the window. So I walk up, I get a freebie on her, I miss the castle, and then I just kind of overheat in the 3v1. I tried to clear bathroom because that's where I got shot at while I was fighting the castle, and I miss. Unfortunately, I should have got 3 kills that round. I missed 2 of them. Just name of the game sometimes, but my teammates clutch it. 3v1 ends up going down to a 1v1, and my teammate wins it with bomb down as ace, so it doesn't matter. W team. That's all there is to it. We won, so they end up going basement. I get my trophy drone spot again, and it's just, again, like I said earlier, it's all about taking map control, especially as a solo queue player. If you're just playing random ops, it doesn't really matter what op you're playing as long as you're not playing hard breach. Your job should be to get into the bomb site. If you're not a thermite, ace, or thatcher, your job is to get into the map, take control, see if you can catch any of the enemies off guard, clear whatever util you can, and then work from there, right? So same thing I did in the upstairs. I threw my Twitch in right away just to see what kind of util I can clear. And there's no util on my stairs. There's no real util on the door walk-in other than like the mute jammer, right? But there's no barb or anything that I could see. So I am just gonna take map control like I keep preaching. I go on my drone in trophy, make sure trophy's clear. Unfortunately, we have a teammate die right away. It's the Ram, so probably by lobby somewhere. I don't remember, but do a quick drone of the first couple rooms that I'm gonna be entering and hop in, take map control. Now either I get a freebie or the opponents have to worry about me because they know I'm there. Either way, it's a win-win. I see my teammate die main side here, so I decide to get a little aggressive main side, see if I can get a pick because it's a 3v5. In a 3v5, you really need to focus on picks. So I look through the vert, I get a freebie there because the Jaeger was top main, right? I shot at him, so I'm predicting that he's going to reload and back up. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll shoot your teammate through the floor then. Because I could hear him. It was Cade. He was heavy. And then I get the freebie on the blue guy as well. Sorry, this is super delayed. But there's a lot to talk about, unfortunately. I get the guy on the blue stairs, or the blue as well, because that's just a common angle. You check that angle every time. He shouldn't have been holding it, to be honest. And then teammate gets the plant down. Somebody's upstairs. I didn't even hear him, so I'm reloading, and unfortunately I die, but teammates clutch it out again. So the moral of the attacking side is you need to take map control, especially as a solo queue player. Just get in the building. Just you getting in the building, shooting cams, clearing util is just an amazing way to put pressure on the defenders and make them worry about you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun shit. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Op 4, last operator standing.